didn't get my swim. Why? Because a thunderstorm just came up. And that's okay, because we need the rain.
Make your browser fast.
Oh, there they are.
Make your browser safe.
Alright, let's just pop it in the chat. Here. Hi, Linda. Is it just you and me, sweetheart? Yeah, I did a garden update on Life with the Wolfies, and I called it our half-acre homestead, and I said Nan had, it was Nan's birthday yesterday, and she was only in her 60s. That's what the heat does. The heat and the fact that I went to a wedding yesterday and had a blast. No, we didn't even stay for the dancing. We were home by 9 o'clock. But, you know what? I'll tell you something. I haven't seen, we know it was Alex's wedding, right? We call him the good son. Oh. The reason I'm going live now and not having a swim is because a thunderstorm just came up and a downpour is happening. And guess what? Gracie, did you eat your nums? Did you eat your nums? Good job. She's working on her second can of dog food today. So when she's hungry, we got to give it to her because there's days she doesn't eat at all. Right? Go eat your nums. And, I'm not sure, Snacky. Emails about what? I emailed you back, didn't I? Yesterday we went to the good son's wedding, and it was everything we could have hoped. I probably have it. I haven't been able to hook up my printer to my new computer. One day it worked and one day it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. How do I make iced tea? Oh, it's easy. Do you got a Kool-Aid jug? I take a half-gallon glass jar, and if it's sunny out, put in 2 tea bags. Fill your half-gallon jar all the way to the top, put a lid on it, and set it in the sun until it steeps. If it's not sunny, like today, but I already had some made, you take a half-gallon jar, and you put a half a cup of sugar in the bottom, half-gallon jar. Half a cup of sugar, and 2 tea bags, and you pour 1 cup of boiling water in there, and you swirl it and swirl it and swirl it till the sugar dissolves and the tea bag, and it's really dark. Then you take the tea bags out and you top it with cold water and sliced lemons and put it in the fridge and pour it over ice. It is pouring down rain right now. Pouring. That's why I didn't get my swim. I came in from the garden and telling everybody it's heart attack weather, right? It's just so hot, my brain just melts down, right? But we had a lovely time. We made it there, and Howie, it was out, the wedding itself was outside, and there were some umbrellas because we had some trickles, but oh, it was beautiful. It was. Alex was all decked out in a black suit and cowboy boots and a matching black cowboy hat. God, he looked good. And his brother Andrew, the older brother, was the one I used to work with at the bakery. And oh, what a reunion it was. I'm telling you. Hey, Yoshi, hi, how are you? It's Stephanie, right? Did I get it right? Or Catherine? So Andrew and I and Alex's mom and I, when she lived up here, she now lives in Gatineau, and we haven't seen each other in a long time. Oh, I got it right. There you go. So we did a little catching up, and she looked absolutely stunning in lavender. I mean, Kim just Kim just always looks good. She always looks good. So we had a visit, and Andrew and I were singing show tunes at the table. The air conditioning had broke down at the community center, the Queon Community Center. They put a $25,000 air conditioning thing in, and it broke down. So what they did for the wedding before it all started is they brought a great big air conditioner in, portable air conditioner, and running on a generator, a huge generator outside. There's the thunder. And yes, my landscape fabric has protected the roots of the tomatoes. So and Howie and I were sat at the family table with Kim and Andrew and Scott and Michaela and their spouses and their kids. We were at the family table, and I just looked at Andrew and said, "We're at the family table?" He said, "Absolutely." I got chills. And I haven't seen Andrew and Kim other than maybe running into them at Giant Tiger or somewhere in the last couple of years. And I realized that when, I realized how much I missed them, right? You're listing and folding clothes. Why are you listing them? Hey, Mama Dukes. So anyway, at one point, so Andrew and his partner Chris, and Chris is so sweet. He's so patient. He was. Chris and Howard were so patient with Andrew and I, because Andrew is like, "Come on, Bev, let's sing." And it's like there was music going and everything. Didn't care, right? And then at one point, Andrew said, "Okay," because I brought one of my fans, and thank God they handed out fans, and the air conditioning was a great big like dryer vent tube about this big, coming in behind a temporary screen. Like they have screens where you can divide the room and stuff. And Andrew said, "Okay, all you're doing by fanning yourself is getting hotter. Come with me." And I said, and he stood up and he put out his arm, and I "Okay, where are we going?" He said, "To the air conditioner." And I went, and he goes, "Come with me." And we walked up, and I saw the end of this big tube, and he just grabbed it and he said, "Come here." And I said, "Oh, I'm going to do better than that." And I lifted up the back of my skirt just enough. He got it under there, and I went up like an air balloon. I'm surprised I didn't float away. Oh, but it felt so good. But for the ceremony, it was quite a walk. Like maybe 50 meters from the ceremony to the door of the thing, of the community center. Honey, you want to get up there and lay down? Get up here. Come on, get up under the fan. Come on. Get up there. No, all right. Well, go lay down. You're going to get overheated. So, Howie, there were benches for people to sit on, but there wasn't enough for everybody. So we had to stand. And I looked at Howie and said, because it was hard. Oh, sorry. It was hard. Hang on. It was hard just getting from the parking lot to the ceremony. I had to keep stopping, right? And then Howie said, we didn't know how long it was going to be. And I said, "Howie, you got to find me a chair, honey. I'm going to fall." So he went all the way back into the community center and brought me a chair, like padded and, and of course I cried through the whole ceremony. Thank God I don't wear makeup anymore. But anyway, after the ceremony, we were asked to stay for the family pictures. So the photographer got all of the people that were at the ceremony in a group, and she backed way up, stood on a chair, and got a picture of us. And I was sitting on my chair, and so Howie and I, it was really really hot. So Howie said, "Let's go inside where it's air conditioned." And then we went a third of the way and stopped, and I sat down and fanned. And then we went, and it was my legs too, right? And then we went a third of the way, and that way we got in. And then later on, Alex, they were outside taking, the after the ceremony, wherever the jackets come off, the sleeves rolled up, the guys are lifting guys sideways, all that. And Alex said, I want pictures with you guys, right? And he said, I wanted you to stay because apparently after the group photo, the wedding party and the family pictures were then next. And he said, I wanted you for the family pictures. He said, but I realized as I watched you walk away how hot it was. And he said, so if you don't mind cars in the background. And so we got our picture with the bride and groom. Yeah, exactly, Jazzy. Exactly. I mean, I went out in the garden and I barely made it back in and sat down here. And then I uploaded the thing and I looked outside and everything's black. And the downpour's over. So, and that dress, for everybody who saw it in Facebook, I should have put it on the thumbnail. I wonder if I can change that. No, because it's on my phone. Daddy must be home. Gracie's barking. Is Daddy home? So, I'm telling you, $100 for a double layer polyester dress. And almost everything was polyester in Pennington's. This dress at Walmart, it's actually too big on me. It's a 4X and I wear a 3X. But I wanted to make sure, and I wasn't trying it on. I just wanted to make sure I was going to have a loose flowing, and it was 100% cotton. It was only $30. I got nice snazzy flip-flops and a new bra that I broke in yesterday. The only one in the store. Walmart never has my bra size, which is actually a 48 double D. Yeah, I know. Who cares? They're a 48 double D when the mud flaps are rolled up and tucked in. Okay? And I found a 46 double D, which was good enough because I'll just stretch her out, right? All right, I'm going to go top up my tea, and I'll be right back. Oh.
Daddy, don't take it. I see the race card.
Oh, well, yeah. My age, that's what they are. Can you imagine what they would be if I hadn't had breast reduction surgery at 16? I'd be going around saying, went to the doctor with the pain in my left breast. Turned out to be a jerk knee. Excuse me. Thank you, Rebecca, for all the... Of course he is. Well, the rain now has stopped. It was just a downpour, but I went out and checked before I came live. And yes, The landscape fabric is doing a great job. So, okay, everybody say hi while I go behind a fan. I am totally uncoordinated today. I got a pink bow, a blue skirt, an orange t-shirt, and a green fan. It's just one of them days. That's actually the trick knee was an old Phyllis Diller joke. That's how old I am. Do you love me? Mary Jane. I'll break out in a sweat. I'm just coughing. So Howie and I had a nice chat on Friday. He was quite sick. He had a really bad cold. And he only raced once today, all week. And that was it for the weekend. He didn't go he couldn't Friday. He was sick and we went shopping. He didn't go Saturday because we went to the wedding. And he went this morning. And he got one race in. And then something went on his car, a solenoid or something. So, he called me from Canadian Tire. Oh, I'm getting a heat rash. Yeah. All right, let me pop out the participants list and say hello to Annette Graff. Seashell, aloha, and mahalo, darling. I'm glad you're always here. Kat, Darlene Cotter, Dave in Yeehaw Junction. Happy Guy Jack, Linda Bop, Mama Dukes. Yeah, Mama Dukes. Shell B, Suze B, and Sybil V. How's everybody doing today? Now, I know that's not all of you, but some people are shy. Some people are shy. So, hey, Kathy, how's it going? Wow, where have you been, Kathy? Hey, Make Believe. Gracie's working on her second can of food today. She's never going to be completely well again. Okay? She has good days and she has bad days. And on a good day like today, she eats like a can and a half of food. And she might go 2 days without eating. But, when she wants it, we give it to her. Like, for instance, those steaks I made. Okay? I didn't eat a whole steak. Are you kidding? I have no molars. I have this tooth I can't chew on because it's really loose. This is all the chewing area I have in my whole mouth. So it was really tender. Someone said, oh, wouldn't the lemon juice make it sour? No, you're putting the lemon juice on. A, it's not a lot. And B, it's an acid, which starts the process of breaking down the meat and tenderizing it. Hey, Auntie! So, when I was eating, and I'm telling you, they didn't fit in the pie plate. The picture you got was mine. Howie's was bigger. Oh. I mean, at this point, I got 8 steaks left. I'm thinking of going carnivore. 8 steaks, 18 eggs, and lots of cheese. I don't think cheese is on the carnivore diet. But I'll tell you something. I took the tenderest part of the T-bone, right, the eye, and I was able to masticate that and eat that. But anything tougher than that, I chew, get all the flavor and all the spices off it, and then I'd give it to Gracie. So Gracie ate as much steak or more than I did. So, and that was on Friday. So, I have 4 slip discs waiting for my appointment with a neurosurgeon. Haven't been to my garden in 6 weeks. I watch every chance I get and usually don't say much, but I'm here. Oh, baby, you must be in so much pain. God. I've lost 35 pounds on Carnivore. Yes, you can eat cheese and other dairy on a ketovore diet. Well, the thing is I'm actually, until I saw those steaks, I was actually considering going on a whole food plant-based, well, not whole food plant-based, vegetarian diet.
What you doing, Goo-Goo? What you doing, my baby?
You want me to put the fan on the floor? It's cooled down quite a bit. But she's trying to see, she went to the door here because it's got a box in front of it with a fan sitting on top, and it's got my Magna screens. And so far so good. They've been doing good, but the door is only open that far. A lot, you know, with the tower fan in front of it. Well, you can see, right? So, oh, baby, no doubt you're in chronic pain 24/7. I'm really grateful. Oh, when we left, see, when we got there, we went from the truck through the parking lot out to where they were getting married on the green, right, under the trees. When we left, we went out the side door because it was nearest the truck, and I walked down the stairs just holding the handrail, and there was 7 of them, 6 or 7 of them. Ta-da! Just don't go vegan, Bev. Meat has, oh, I know. No, I won't go vegan. Howie, if anybody were to go raw vegan, it would be Howie. Because if we could afford it, he went off all of his diabetes meds. And now, but it was like, back then it was $50 a week just for his food. Just for his food. Now it would be $150 a week for his food, because that's how much food's gone up. That's why I haven't done my juice cleanse yet. Well, yeah, because you know what? There's like inflammation diets. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing what I hear. And I've heard that there's an inflammation diet where you don't eat nightshades. And that's potatoes, peppers, tomatoes, and eggplant. And the only one I don't eat of those is eggplant. And everyone's like, oh, you got to try eggplant. I said, no. Because if it does cause inflation, I'm already eating 3 out of the 4, right? Well, it's really hard to live without frankenfoods these days. Because guess what? You can live on you can go to the grocery store and fill your cart full of vegetables. But the truth is they're coated, they've been... Food or vegetable matter that is grown repeatedly in soil and treated with chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and all those things, how much of that gets sucked back up into the plant after being grown in the same soil years and years and years and years. And even if they don't, it used to take 7 years to declare soil organic. There's no such thing as organic soil anymore. Thank you, chemtrails. All right? No nights. Hi, baby. Come and say hi to everybody. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness. That's his Egypt hat. Tell everybody how you did.
Horrible.
What broke down?
Solenoid.
I was right. The solenoid. What is a solenoid?
Solenoid relay. Is what it's.
I can still hear you're cold, but you sound a lot better.
Push the button and it sends power to your starter and it starts.
Did you get another one? Did you get one?
I can pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, Daddy!
Oh, hello, Gracie.
Careful with. Oh my goodness, she's on her second can of dog food
Good girl. She's back. She's back.
for today.
I'm going to sit down and take some boxes and something.
Why don't you have a swim?
I don't want to.
Okay. I haven't done anything because of the heat. But I'll be doing the dishes after this just because it's cool enough, and then I can have a swim. Everyone says hi, Howie. There's iced tea in the fridge, baby, and the ice maker's running. We got that in Egypt. Yeah, my mind just goes blank whenever he kisses me. Everything just goes right out of my head. And then he kissed me. Oh, we're having sausages for supper. Howie's going to put them on the barbecue. Or I'm going to put them on the barbecue. They were $6.99. And they are like impressive size sausages. You know what I mean? And because one as a woman I can't help but compare. And there's 4 of them for $6.99, and that may sound like a lot, but they're big. Normally we pay like $10 or $12 for 12 sausages that only are like that big, right? So this is probably we're getting more meat for our money. You know what I mean? Willow, Phoebe, Make Believe, how are you? How's it going? So, yeah, I went and got, on Friday, I went and got my, see, it's all, got my address on it and my stamp. This is for my wheelchair parking sticker. And, wheelchair parking sticker, yeah. Sorry, the heat. Between medication, lorazepam, which I'm really working well at getting off of. I didn't take any last night. But between that and the medication I'm on and the fibromyalgia and the heat, I'm lucky I can string 2 words together and come out sounding human. You know what I mean? Yes, this is, I'll show you. My doctor fills this form out. She's going to start charging me because this is the 3rd set of forms, but it's only 2 of them. Doctor fills these out for me. And this is the thing, right? It hangs on our mirror. The doctor fills it out for me, and then and they write right on it. I put in a check for $19.70 and I mail it out. And I get my wheelchair sticker in the mail. Hi, Candy. My handy, it's not a sticker. It used to be it was one that you'd put in the window, but these ones hang, but you don't leave them. Now, this is something I learned from my last one. You do not leave them hanging in the windshield. Only when you're in a crib space. Why? Sorry if I'm being insensitive calling it a crib space. I'm going to be using it. I'll call it what I need. You take it when you're at home or just driving or whatever. Put it in the glove box, because sitting in the windshield in all kind, oh, here comes more thunder, in all kinds of heat and sunlight, they break, they get really brittle and they break apart. That's how I lost my last one, and I didn't go back for another. I just got home, took $1 million pie to my adopted son for his birthday. We usually go out to eat, but he broke his ankle. Wow, poor baby. Well, I tell ya, the wedding was, the wedding was fun. And we got our pictures before we left. And I reconnected with Andrew and Kim. And we're gonna do, Andrew does cards as well. And he has like parties. So I'm invited. And Howie said, I will make her come. And then Kim and I are going to do, what Kim and I used to do, okay? And Andrew, if he was home. We would, like Alex is like the booby chick. He's, him and the, they're, she got 5 kids. Scott, Andrew, 4 kids. Anyway, Kim and I, when she lived up here, not up here, but halfway to Wakefield, I'd payday, and I'd say, you want to do the loop? She'd say, yeah, let's go. And I'd go pick her up. And sometimes we'd go into Ottawa. Sometimes it would be Gatineau. And we would go to the Value Village, the St. Vincent de Paul's, the Salvation Army. We'd do all the thrift stores to see if there was anything we had to have, right? We found so many cool things, right? And we'd do that like twice a month. And I miss that. Now, they live in Gatineau now. So, like Kim and Andrew and Chris and Michaela and her husband, they all live in Gatineau. I think Michaela lives in Gatineau. Who's a professional wrestler? Oh, poor baby. Sent a post yesterday of Bev and Howie dressed up. Yeah. Well, Linda should be doing okay. She's right here. She was here a minute ago. There she is. So, yeah. And here's one thing I do not miss. I do not miss cutting grass. We don't have grass. We just let things grow wild. And then Howie whippersnips where we need to walk. Oh, yeah, it was way too hot. But we've had a storm. And we've had a downpour, and it's cooling off, so I'm going to have to get off here shortly and do some dishes. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I'm going to be getting dinner. What time is it? There's some more thunder. Oh, it's whoops, Scheisenheimer. It's 2:15 here, or almost 3, so I don't have to worry about it right now. Anyway, Dave in his New Jersey, it takes a long time for a toenail to grow, like a few months. Dave. Hey, Laura Sup, how's it going? Forecasting snow for southern Alberta. Thank you. You know what? I love that dress. It's too big. I have to keep hitching it up so I don't walk on it. I don't know how they did it in the old days when they wore, floor-length gowns. I guess that was a sign of being rich because you didn't have to carry and work and do your own stuff, right? It was so comfortable. Hi, Lori. It was so comfortable that it was, in the heat, if I'd have worn anything else, I probably would have gotten very sick with the heat. So I was napping because I had to have my dad at the airport at 5 a.m. Wow, where's your dad going? Anyway, I'm going to sit here and play some games, and for about a half an hour, and then I'm gonna go start the barbecue and cook some sausages on buns. And Howie and I are just gonna chill. Tomorrow, I'll clean my house. I'll get my dishes caught up and my laundry caught up. But this is heart attack weather, so we're just not. We're just. You sent me a video on Facebook? Okay, sweetheart. Anyway, I know it's a short live, but I want to check on Howie. He doesn't look too good. I love you guys. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you again soon, probably at the quilt frame or at the dining room table tomorrow. All right? I love you. Mwah! Stay hydrated. Stay cool. If you got dishes to do and it's too hot, let them wait. Rinse them off and let them wait. Okay? Love you.